What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Salute to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about Trevon Diggs again. Trevon Diggs is upset. He took to Twitter. He let off a couple of X posts or tweets aimed at Camron and Mase, because Camron and Mase, like a lot of people, shared their thoughts, which I thought were very mild. I mean, they didn't go in on Trevon Diggs like others. I know I spoke about Trevon Diggs, and I went in on the situation. I talked about how, this is not a good look for you to be out here engaging with these women that you're meeting off Instagram and having children by them. I mean, Trevon Diggs is 25 with 3 children already, and he has a child with Yasmin Lopez, who has a child with an NBA player. And, he's just out here just hooking up with anything. And Camron and Mase, and we're going to get to their video response, really tried to give you some game. But again, this is why these young males end up looking like complete simps, because and getting multiple women pregnant, because they don't care what these older guys got to say. You should listen to these guys. These guys have wisdom from being famous. I mean, Mase and Camron, not to say you have to agree with everything they say and do, but when it comes to women in the industry, I'm pretty sure they would know more about Joie Chavis and women like her more than you would. Okay. I just think that, Trevon, like his brother, they like to date these women off Instagram. And, but Trevon is the one who's getting these women pregnant. And he's on social media. He's in his feelings. He's upset. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all this. We're gonna get to this, and then we're gonna get to the response. Art of Dialogue reposted this clip. I just knew Art of Dialogue was gonna come in clutch with the clip, right? But Trevon Diggs, he's in his feelings. He's in his emotions. But bro, you wifed up a 2-time baby mama to Bow Wow and Future. And instead of you taking criticism and fixing your situation to where this never happens again, you're getting upset and you're going off on Camron and you're going off on Mase, who you should be seeking guidance from. That's the problem with a lot of these males. He's 25. He's right between millennial and Gen Z. That's pretty. A lot of those people don't listen. They think they know everything until their life gets wrecked, because at some point, if you continue on this path, Trevon, your life is going to get wrecked. Okay? You haven't seen anything yet. And an NFL career can be here today and gone tomorrow. I've seen so many guys like Trevon come and go. I've seen that. So let's get into what Trevon said that made everything pop off. This, according to Bro Bible, says one of the biggest stars in the NFL today is currently locked in an ongoing war of words with one of the rap game's biggest legends. Dallas Cowboys cornerback Trevon Diggs took to Twitter over the weekend to clap back at rapper Camron after the latter insulted Diggs and girlfriend Joie Chavis, who is currently pregnant with a child. You could tell he cares. I think he must care about Joy, but maybe Joy called him or texted him crying or angry about what Camron said about leftovers. Camron is right. Who wants to wife up leftovers? Not me, not most of these other guys, which is why nobody up until Trevon has wifed her up. After she had that child with Future, you didn't see her in any relationships with any famous men, because they weren't trying to wife her up. And Trevon must be took that personally. Now let's see what he had to say. Chavis, who's 35, already has children with rappers Future and Bow Wow, while she is currently carrying the child of a 25-year-old Diggs. This is his 3rd child, by the way. This made Camron question why Diggs would be into somebody else's leftovers on his It Is What It Is podcast, one of the best podcasts out here. Diggs took to Twitter to fire back. He says, you like 50 mentioning me on your platform with the laughing emoji. Okay. And he also said, I was 5 when you was rapping. Ain't no way you speaking on me right now. See, that's somebody that's in their emotions and feelings. Trevon, sir, those guys have a level of wisdom that you should be seeking. This is why you have 3 children by 3 different women, okay? Or was about to have a third by a third woman. And by the way, Trevon, you was getting cooked by a lot of women in those comment sections on the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk. Where were you? And the thing is this, you impregnate a 35-year-old woman who has children by 2 other famous men, and after in those situations, nobody wifed her up, but now you're in this low-key relationship with her and you're having a child with her. You haven't even put a ring on her finger. And and you should actually listen to these guys. Listen, there's a lot of old heads, gray beards that I wouldn't listen to at all because, again, they're failures and, they're not really giving any good in game or information. But what Camron said was speaking from his experience. He wasn't really even talking about you. He was talking about he himself, and I heard what he said. He said he himself would not look into dating, another guy's leftovers in the industry. Whether you like it or not, Trevon, you're with a female that's an industry chick. She's 35. She's been in the industry for a long time. Ain't no telling how many other famous men she has hooked up with. And I guess because you've wifed her up, you're kissing her in the mouth, that's your woman. So you want to, I guess, protect her, right, by speaking out against Camron and Mase. Because you feel like they're disrespecting you. Bro, they're speaking to you man to man like somebody else should. That's the problem with a lot of these young males. They don't know, they don't really know what giving they don't really accept advice, especially with women, comes into hand. Because again, you're well on your way to having a lot of issues in regards to child support. Again, I've seen this. Because Trevon, you're like, 9 years younger than me. And I've been making content for over 9 years. And I have seen athlete after athlete who thought they knew everything get raked over the coals by one of these women that they thought they had control of. Let me tell you something, bro. You don't control these women. These women are going to do what they want to do. And because you're in a relationship with Joie Chavis, she's pregnant with your child. Are you going to marry her? Because it seemed like you're really in your feelings. Now let's get to what they had to say. This according to the Art of Dialogue.
Listen, right? So let's start the show off with this. So Murder, it seems like Trevon Diggs has responded to our opinion on what we said last week about him and his situation with his future baby mother or his baby mother to be, I'm not sure. And he tweeted out, not verbatim, but he basically tweeted out, matter of fact, I'll read exactly what he said. He said, I was 5 years old when you guys were rapping. Ain't no way you speaking on me right now. You like 50 mentioning our name on your platform. What do you have to say about that?
Did he say that? Is that what he said? You guys?
His exact words was, I was 5 when you was rapping. Ain't no way. Matter of fact, he says you now that I'm reading it. Maybe he's talking about me when you was rapping right now. You like 50 mentioning me on your platform.
Wait, let me look at something right now. Let me look up something right now. I want to look
no problem.
For a moment. When did Welcome Back come out?
Maybe 2002.
Welcome Back came out August 2024. So he wasn't talking about me because 5 years from now, he was talking about you, Cam.
2004 or 2024?
2004. He was talking about you.
Oh, no, I thought you said 2024. Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm just, because the thing about it is, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, I was rapping before you was born, nigga. You was born in 98. I was rapping before you was born. But the problem is, we're not rapping up here. We're talking about the situation at hand. This has nothing to do with rap.
Just like a lot of people are giving their opinions on it, as I have. And, he's going at Mase and Camron. Maybe he's a fan of the show. And maybe when he see these guys talking about it, and he's calling calling a woman that he's dating and kissing in the mouth leftovers, maybe that makes them feel some type of way. But dude, you're with a 35-year-old woman that has a child with Bow Wow and Future of all people. Yes, she is considered leftovers. Whether that upsets you or not, that's just the truth. Nobody was trying to wife her up before you got with her. That's the truth.
Secondly, I'm getting more money now than then. I looked at your salary. I might be a little bit past you because I do my renegotiation in September. When my renegotiation paper come up, I'm going to beat your contract you just signed, and it's not going to be for 5 years. It's not going to be for 5 years, and I ain't got to tackle nobody. That's first and foremost. I ain't got to tackle one nigga to get this money I'm about to get. So let's start there with the money. Secondly, I'm going to tell you right now how this works for Trevon Diggs and anybody else. The way we come up with our topics is this. Treasure sends us our topics. Then from Treasure sending us our topics, I call the barbershop in New York. Ask them what's going on in New York. They tell me. I call the barbershop in Chicago. They tell me. I call the barbershop in Ohio. We are an extension of what niggas is talking about anyway. So when you say our platform is speaking for what niggas can't, what niggas want to say but can't get to y'all niggas. This is what niggas want to say. Secondly, you're listening or somebody told you about it, so you know a nigga or either you're watching what we're talking about. We're not here to rain on your parade. We actually support it. If that's the type of nigga you are, that's the type of nigga you are. We wasn't dissing it. I just said I'm not into that. I think I'm going to copyright murder. I ain't into that because I've been seeing that all weekend. All weekend niggas was hashtagging I ain't into that.
I ain't
into that. That was all weekend. I think that's what irked niggas. But at the end of the day, homie, I'm not here to shit on your parade. If you like it, I love it. I'm just wishing you luck. I'm just telling you what Cam can and cannot do. But what you don't want to do is be the focus. We're on every morning. I don't want to make you the focus. I don't want to lead the show off with you because I didn't say half the things that I really could say. I actually thought I was being polite, to be totally honest.
And in the way they were, because they weren't even really addressing him. They were mainly going in on the fact that you're with a female who is an industry chick. Okay, she is, whether you want to admit to it or not. She's a 35-year-old woman who is having a child with a 25-year-old. He could be. Y'all can say he's an NFL player. Yeah, he's an NFL player, but he's a guy who already has 2 children by 2 other different women that he's not with, that he didn't commit to.
Yeah, we try to redeem the relationship, and you heard me say things like, you know what? If people can get a second chance and find somebody that could love them the way they want to be loved, but nigga, you messed that up. We was trying to be, really good about it because there was more things that he could have said, and there definitely was more things I could have said. But
that's probably why they probably should have said it. You know what I'm saying? Because if Trevon Diggs is getting this emotional and he's saying things like this, he's getting emotional and he's tweeting like this. Sometimes you gotta let people know the truth about themselves. Don't they call it tough love? Some of these guys need tough love, or they're gonna continue to make a lot of bad choices.
Like Cam said, you don't want to become the focus because we're not really making you the focus. We really were just saying. I know even Cam. I know he was just really saying he's not into that. He's not into wifing up something 2 niggas got rid of. That we know. Yeah. That's common sense.
That's Mase there. Listen, Trevon, I just hope that you understand that a lot of people are criticizing you, and they're saying way worse. Why you picked out Cam and Mase? Is it because they were in the industry, or they were easy targets because you could talk about their age and the fact that you listened to they started rap, they were rapping when you was 5, like Mase has been rapping since I was, young, and he's still better than the majority of the rappers out today and consistently putting out good music. I just think that Trevon got in his feelings because people are making fun of his 35-year-old girlfriend, who he refuses to be public with like that. Okay. Here and there, he's public with her, but he mainly just keeps the relationship very low key. But I look at your track record. I look at the type of women that you deal with, you and your brother, and y'all are used to going to Instagram to get girls. That's what goes on. And these guys are giving you game. Hopefully you're listening to them, because I don't think they hate you. I just think they want you to see what's going on, because they've been in the industry. If anything, Trevon, you should pick up the phone and call them and talk to them. But you didn't do that. You ran to Twitter because you got in your feelings, and you wanted to clap back, but you made yourself look even worse. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. Follow me on Rumble. Like the stream, share it, comment down below, and all that.